Hey, what's up, Star Status? It's 3D the Rap Star, aka is the Benz Man, and in this video, we are gonna be talking about the 3 worst and 4 best Mercedes-Benz to own. And now remember, every Mercedes could be unreliable if you don't got the money to upkeep, but number 1 is gonna be the 2007 S-Class Mercedes-Benz. Yes, this car looked great. It was gorgeous. Like, just take a look at this thing. S-Classes have always looked great in my opinion. Take a look at the inside of what one can look at. Look at all that wood grain. That looks amazing. But these cars had tons and tons of issues. Now, even if you go online and do a quick overview, it will tell you it's generally considered to have poor reliability and high maintenance costs. It ranks low among luxury full-size cars in reliability and repair costs. Now, with that said, a lot of Mercedes could have air suspension problems. My CL did. It's very common. But the thing that happens on these the most that is not that common, and what made people mad was the balance shaft. That some 2007 S550 engines have issues with the balance shaft sprocket, which can lead to engine damage if not addressed. But it happened more common than not. If you look at forums, a lot of people would say that's a year to stay away from. A good alternative would be this one right here, a 2011 Mercedes-Benz S-Class. If you are looking at older, the reliability on this one is far better than the 2007 model that might lead to problems and more problems. All right, y'all, next up on the list is the 2014 CLA class. Now, this thing is another car that when it came out, it was gorgeous, it was smaller, it had a sweeping profile, it was just good to look at. It was like the baby version of the CLS. But this car in particular has mixed reviews, and it all stems from the build quality. So if you want that true Mercedes-Benz experience, then the CLA is like the starter car of Mercedes, and it might not be the correct one for you because of build quality, and you won't get that S-Class feel, and too much plastic, and when things break down, it can go very wrong. All right, y'all, now the last worst one on this list is the 2008 GL. There are more models that's even older that's bad on reliability, but I tried to keep it from 2006 and newer. So now the thing with the GL, they are reporting everything, and believe this, they are saying reliability wise, this SUV has gotten a 1.5 out of 5 from people that actually own this car, and they'll say steer clear of the GL class. Now let's get into some of the Benzes that we should be buying with good reliability ratings. Now, the first one I want to talk about is the 2014 E-Class. Now, the E-Class in general, it's almost like the bread and butter because it's not as big as the S-Class, but it's not as small as a C-Class. So you get that perfect mid-size sedan that you can use. And I always personally like the E-Class. I used to have a 2004 E320 back in the days, but that's another story. But the E-Class is generally a safe vehicle that you can buy if you want great reliability out of a Mercedes. Next up on the list is the 2013 C-Class. Another car at the time when it came out, I thought it looked great. You know, it was smaller, it was compact, and I thought it was generally a nice looking Mercedes. But everything about this C-Class does scream reliability. I mean, some years were kind of bad, but the 2013 in general is a safe, reliable way to go if you're looking to get a Mercedes. All right, now next up is the 2018 GLC class. Now, personally, over time is becoming one of my favorite looking SUVs. Now, it is not that big because it's the GLC version. But I mean, if you do got kids and they are not, you know, growing and they are still small, this would be a perfect compact SUV for you. I even look at them and I like the looks of them and say, yeah, I might want to get one of those. But knowing that they have like a good reliability rating makes it even better. But that could be a downfall because it might be too small and you might be looking for something like the GLE or the GLS. But the GLC is considered safe and more reliable. All right, now this last one, we are going all out, and I am gonna say the 2015 S63 AMG. Now the reason why I'm actually saying this one instead of, let's say, the 550 is because one of my bros actually have this car, and can you believe it? He has this car for 4 to 5 years, and the only thing he ever needed done on there, listen up, I don't know if you guys are ready for this, the only thing he ever needed to do to the car was get a new battery, and that was based on him not driving the car that much because he had other cars that he had driven or drove during that time. So please listen to this. I hope you guys made it this late in the video that yes, the 2015 AMG version, the S-Class, is considered a reliable vehicle. You know, he only paid for the battery, but the battery can be expensive, upward from like 2 to 4K. Yes, battery is expensive. Remember, every car on this list can be expensive. They're still a Mercedes-Benz. You know, it's not a Toyota. All right, now the last car that I'm gonna be talking about is the S-Class Coupe. Why? Because it goes hand in hand with the sedan. I'm not gonna say it's on the list, but I know a lot of my subscribers do have this car, and I had this car, so I just want to talk about it a little bit, because if the sedan made it, then you're probably wondering, what about this car? Now, this car in general is considered reliable. I like it a little bit more than the sedan because look at the curves, look at the roof line. There is no B-pillar when all the windows go down. So to me, it is a great looking car. Like I always say in every video when I talk about it, is what messed it up was the C-Class looking just like it. But let me state again, it is fairly reliable. But what can end up happening is your cam seals or your seals can fail, and it can make oil travel into the ECU. And once it does that, if it's too late and not caught in time, it's gonna, you know, start leaking into your ECU. One way to tell, you'll start seeing smoke coming from the car, and from there it's gonna be a $16,000 fix. So with all these cars, make sure you go out and try to get an extended warranty, if anything. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Signing off, Benz Man.